Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report, where we talk all things Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I am your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes: the Pirates just did this player dirty, Bucks fans are fed up, Steelers injury list grows, and more. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the Steel City Sports Report. Now, let's get into the first news story of the day. The Pirates just did this player dirty. On Tuesday afternoon, the Pittsburgh Pirates made the following roster transactions. The Pirates recalled infielder Liover Peguero and outfielder Joshua Palacios from AAA Indianapolis, and designated first baseman Rowdy Tellez and outfielder Michael A. Taylor for assignment. These roster transactions have both good and bad aspects. It should be prefaced that it is great to see both Palacios and Peguero get another shot in the big leagues, even if it is for a couple of games. On the other hand, one player got done dirty in this move, and that is Tellez. In a post on X, Ethan Houlihan, who is one of the best at interpreting and analyzing Pirates payroll transactions, reports that Tellez would have been owed $200,000 in bonuses if he reached 425 plate appearances this season. You want to guess how many plate appearances Rowdy currently has this year? 421. This cannot be a coincidence, as the Pirates are notorious for saving money at almost any cost. Before first pitch against the Brewers last night, which the Bucks, as you may have guessed it, lost, Pirates manager Derek Shelton denied that the bonus in Tellez's contract factored into the decision to DFA him. Bucks general manager Ben Cherington had the same demeanor when reporters asked if Tellez being 4 at-bats away from the bonus influenced the move, saying, "No factor at all, 0 factor in the decision. Aware of it, certainly. I'm aware of the contracts that all players have. No factor at all, 0. And no, I'm not concerned. If you're asking about optics going forward and how it affects business and things like that, no. Contracts are negotiated in good faith, then they live out. We feel like we gave Rowdy lots of opportunity here this year. To his credit, he fought through some difficult times earlier in the year and fought his way out of it. Had periods of success and periods of frustration. This is just where we got to in the season. Had nothing to do with where the plate appearances were lining up." I'm sorry, but with the Pirates' track record and having the worst owner in baseball second to the Athletics, I can't help but chalk this quote up as total BS. Yes, Rowdy was one of the worst hitters in baseball to start the year, and probably should have been DFA'd a long time ago, but he fought his way out of his slump, and at one point this season was the best hitter on the Bucks behind Brian Reynolds. You're telling me that Rowdy Tellez couldn't have played just one more game in which there is a good possibility he gets 4 at-bats? This is shady, and leaves a black eye on the Pirates. Everyone in the Pirates organization talks about winning more and wanting to make the postseason in 2025. Tell me, what valuable or high-caliber free agent will want to come to Pittsburgh having seen this? The answer will be no one, unless you want to bank on the idea that players are going to want to play with Paul schemes. As for Michael A. Taylor, this is the second time he has been DFA'd this year, and unlike the first, this will probably be the last time we see him in a Bucks uniform. I just want to know if he left his glove for O'Neal Cruz to continue using in center field. Pirates fans have had enough. Oh, you thought we were done talking about how woeful the Pirates are right now? Jason Mackey of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette posted a video to X showing just how empty America's greatest ballpark was just before first pitch of Brewers vs. Pirates last night, with the following caption: "Tweeted a video in 2019 saying so few people here right before first pitch should concern Pirates management. 5 years and 1 house cleaning later, sadly, the same sentiment applies. Seeing beautiful PNC Park with that almost painting-like skyline that empty is just unacceptable. Things have gotten to the point where, once again, fans in the stands last night are breaking out the paper bags and sell the team merchandise. Take a good look, everyone. This is what 5 years of rebuilding with the Pirates nets you. It is ridiculous that the current narrative is that both Ben Cherington and Derek Shelton will return next year because nothing will change until seismic moves in the organization are made. It has been too long since Pirates fans like myself have had sustained pride in this team, even with phenomenal players such as Paul Skeens, O'Neal Cruz, and Brian Reynolds taking the diamond. Fans get excited to watch these players in Pittsburgh, only to have the constant thought in the back of their head of, when are they going to get traded? Us Pirates fans have had enough, and I think I speak for all of us when I sarcastically say, can't wait to see what year 6 under this regime has in store. Steelers injury updates. In Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin's Tuesday press conference, he once again gave us injury updates on his players. The list of injured players has grown since last week, and with more high-value players. Starting off with the quarterback position, to nobody's surprise, Russell Wilson will be a limited participant to start this week's slate of practices. This once again makes Justin Fields the starter, which, even if Russ was healthy, is the correct move, as Fields' play so far has made him virtually irreplaceable. However, when asked if he would name Fields the unquestioned starter moving forward, Tomlin answered, "When Russ gets to an appropriate point of health, and we have a decision to make, I'll make it, and I'll announce it, and I'll be really transparent about it. But until then, I don't care how many ways you guys ask me." I think we all know Tomlin is in love with Fields and his athleticism right now. This is most likely just giving the veteran Wilson his respect as once being the pole position starter prior to his calf injury. Moving on to the running back room, it was reported yesterday that both Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren were coping with ailments. Starting with Harris, whose arm was in a sling on Monday, Tomlin said that his RB1 would have no practice limitations throughout the week. As for Warren, who has been dealing with a knee injury, Tomlin said that his status for this week's game against the Colts is in question. Left guard Isaac Seumalo, who has yet to play this season due to a pectoral injury, does have a chance to play this week. If that is not the case, Tomlin stated that Spencer Anderson and rookie Mason McCormick rotated at left tackle against the Chargers, so that may be in the plans yet again. The big loss from this past weekend was that of outside linebacker Alex Highsmith. Highsmith suffered a groin injury at the end of the first half against the Chargers. However, ESPN senior NFL reporter Jeremy Fowler says that Highsmith's injury is not major, and he will avoid surgery. Furthermore, KDKA Steeler insider Jerry Dulac added a timetable of 2 to 3 weeks before Highsmith might return, and that he will also avoid going on IR. With Highsmith out, second-year outside linebacker from Wisconsin Nick Herbig will step in. Herbig lit it up in preseason for the Steelers, and on 8 pass rushing snaps against the Chargers this past weekend, had 3 pressures and 2 sacks. Though Highsmith avoided IR, unfortunately, corner Corey Trice could not. Trice had a hamstring injury in the first quarter against the Chargers, and will now miss at least the next 4 weeks. Steelers signed former first-round pick. On Wednesday, the Steelers signed former first-round pick cornerback CJ Henderson to their practice squad. Henderson was the 9th overall pick out of Florida by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 2020 NFL Draft. Henderson now enters his 5th NFL season after stints with the Jaguars and Panthers. The 25-year-old corner, who turns 26 on Monday, has 3 interceptions in 32 career starts. Henderson was a high pedigree player coming out of the draft, and now he comes to Pittsburgh looking for a fresh start. It shouldn't be ruled out that the former Gator gets on the field and soon for the Steelers, as Corey Trice heads to IR and Dante Jackson has been shaken up a time or two in the past couple of weeks. Welcome to the black and gold CJ Henderson. And finally, has Justin Fields won over the team? One of Mike Tomlin's infamous sayings is one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity. With Russell Wilson's misfortune of a lingering calf injury, Justin Fields has had the opportunity to seize the starting quarterback job of the Steelers. Though Tomlin insists that this is an interim position until Wilson is healthy to return, Fields has been playing lights out. Just the way Tomlin likes it, Fields has been taking care of the ball and efficiently running the offense. JF2 hasn't just been wowing Steelers fans, but also members of the team. On Tuesday, a new video bit was released by NFL Films of the Steelers sideline mic'd up against the Chargers. After Fields scored his first rushing touchdown in the black and gold, he returned to the Steelers sideline, and amongst the high fives and cheering, one person could be heard screaming QB1. Many have speculated who it was that yelled at, with the prime suspect so far being Steelers linebacker coach Aaron Curry. Regardless, it is starting to become evident that Fields has gained favoring in the locker room amongst some players and coaches. Also, week by week, Fields is gaining chemistry with the starters after splitting first-team reps with Russ throughout training camp. If this is the case, it could spell bad news for Wilson and his pole position for starting quarterback. Though Tomlin hates to see players lose their starting role due to injury, this wouldn't be the first time he has allowed it. Just last year, and ironically enough at the quarterback position, Tomlin rode with the hot hand in Mason Rudolph, even though incumbent starter Kenny Pickett returned from an ankle injury. Rudolph's play late in the season helped lead the Steelers to the playoffs, and Pickett was a healthy scratch. Is the same thing happening right before our eyes with Fields and Wilson? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report. Again, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys back here tomorrow with some more Pittsburgh sports news.